Hi guys, it's Aaliyah. Welcome back to my channel. So we are in the home stretch for putting together this journal. What I'm going to be doing in this video is sewing the signature into the cover, and possibly, if time allows, depending on how long it takes me to do that, maybe start decorating the pages. And I don't mean, completely embellishing them, but there are some like cutouts and stuff that I'd like to stick somewhere. Maybe put some flowers throughout or something like that. So one thing though that did change a little bit was originally I was going to put this envelope in the middle, right? But as you can see, there's another envelope in the middle because this envelope is actually a little bit too wide for the page. And I went back and forth and was like, oh, it's only a little bit, but then it bothered me a lot. So I decided to not. I mean, see, I don't know if you can see that. It's like, it's very minor, but every time I just looked at it, it bothered me. So this will be clipped to a page somewhere, and then I'll have, something fun inside it. So I'm going to put that aside for now. What I did is I just made an envelope with my envelope punch board. I did put one of the cutouts on it, and so that will get sewn into the signature here. So let me first, hold on, I want to see exactly where I want to put the envelope. I got to make sure that it's even. So it's going to be like right there. And yeah. And I wish I could have a good way to keep it where I want it. I mean, I guess I could put a tiny piece of washi tape on it, because washi tape will, you know what, this one is actually not really too sticky anymore. So let's just use a little piece of this. And when I mean little, I mean like a tiny, tiny, tiny bit. So let's see. Let's see what that looks like, if we can do it. Because I just don't want other tape, because then it will, I don't want it to take off the actual paper, So we'll put a little sticky there. And actually, oh, it's not even sticking. Hold on. Let me see. Can we stick just a tad? Yeah, there we go. So we'll just hold it in place, and maybe I'll just put the other one on just right there. That way it will hold the envelope where I want it as we're sewing in the signature. Oh no, it's not really sticking. Oh boy, let's see. Which is not a terrible thing either. See, like I said, I don't want it too sticky. Okay, let's try that. Oh, it's still coming off. Oh gosh, okay. Okay, let's try it anyway. So I'm just getting the pages together and making sure, oh yeah, this is not working. So let's just use a regular piece of washi. I have washi tape too. This was just, I just, because I thought it was a little less sticky, it would be okay, but we'll just do the same thing with just a tiny bit of washi tape that hasn't been used yet. Oops. Okay, so let's line it up again. I think right about there. So there's one side and two sides. Okay, that will stick inside. So, like I said, I'm just lining up the pages, making sure that they are, oh, sorry, I'm a little close to the camera, where I want them. And then trying to hold it as best I can in place. And what I do is I use binder clips to keep them in place. So I'm just going to go like that. And go like that. And you know what? Let's just do all 4 sides just to be sure. I always bring out 4 depending on the journal. Sometimes I don't actually use all 4, but let's just do it just to be safe. Okay, and that one is going to go, oops, right here. Okay. Now, I used to measure. I used to measure to make sure everything was even. I don't do that anymore because, I don't know why, I just don't. I feel like I can center it a little. I mean, I can eyeball it. And if it's not completely in the center, it's not going to ruin my day. But it's, you know, it's really close, so I'm fine with that. And I'm actually going to hide the whole thing inside, so you don't see the strings at all. So I'm just, what I'm doing, I should have showed you. See, I don't know if you can see there's the hole there, so that way when the envelope closes up, you're not going to see the stitching at all. And then I'll put the other one right about there. Okay, now let's get our string. I found this piece of brown string that will be perfect. Okay. And just doing the regular 3-hole pamphlet stitch. So we go from the inside through the middle, and then in one of the holes, oops, and then out the other hole. And then, oops. Okay, I have to always make sure that, see how the string is here, the middle string? I always want to make sure one string is on one side and one's on the other. So that way when I go back up through, oops. Oh, I don't want to, okay. When I go back up through, I'll show you in 1 second. See how each of them are on one side of the string? We'll do that. Just pull it, just be careful. Carefully pull it. And then I just hold it, I turn it over and just make sure that there's really no slack. And we're going to tie it in a couple knots. So I do a single one the first time, just tie a regular thing, and then the second one, I take it and I put it around twice. So I do 1, 2, and it's kind of like it makes a double knot in one go. And then let's just do another one for good luck. There we go. And then snip that off. All right, let's take this off and see how this looks. I'm gonna take this off. And the little tapes. Okay. All right, so, oops, there we have it. The cover's there. The sewing is there. Looks a little crooked, but that's okay. All right, and let's just see how that looks. Perfect, all together. Here's the middle. We're going to glue it in 1 second, and then all the way to the back. So it looks good to me. All right, so for this, what I'm going to do, get those out of the way. I'm going to use let's use the art glitter glue, just because I want to make sure, because it's an envelope we're gluing together. I want to make sure the lines are, you know, nice and kind of thin. So I'm just going to run glue. Am I in frame? I hope so. I'm going to run glue, maybe, there we go, along this edge and along this edge here. And then I'm also going to run glue, okay, here along this edge. Okay, and now if all goes well, sorry, I'm turning you around, hope you're not getting dizzy. Just press that down and let's just hold it a second. Let everything kind of adhere. Okay, good. Nothing glued itself together. All right, and then fold it closed. So there is our journal, and it's basically 99.9% done. Now, I did say I want to just kind of walk through it a little bit because, let me just see, I have our box O ephemera. We do have these, and I know there was another one. Hold on. We had the 3 circles. 1, 2, 3, and I know we had 2 of these. Where's the other one, though? These are all the tags. Tags. Did I use it? Maybe I used it. Who knows? Oh, I have to somehow cut out these also. Oh, there it is. Oh, you know what actually would be kind of neat? I've changed my mind. Hold on one second. Let me put this aside just for a moment, because remember we have our ephemera folders. So we could put some of this ephemera in here. That we can do. And the little one, I can put these in there, and then we can, you know, we'll have something else we can put there. So that takes care of that. Though I am going to cut these out because this would be nice just to put on some pages. So, oh gosh, fussy cutting in me. Oh, what time is it? It is, oh, it's only been about 12 minutes. Okay, I'm going to fussy cut on camera, and this is going to be just, oh goodness, I can do it though. I'm just so, I feel like I don't cut well. Like I see some people and their fussy cuts are just on point, and mine are just, you know, I don't even know if you can see what I'm cutting. Am I even in frame? Who knows? I mean, I do my best. It's not like I just not try, but I just feel like, well, on straight edges or like, you know, like these, like longer edges, I'm okay. It's like when it comes to those little crevices and cracks, and I'm just always not sure if I'm actually cutting. But you know what though? I think that once it's cut out and it's inked and stuff, the little flaws that I think are there probably really are not. I mean, I don't know. That's not bad. But see what I mean? Like these little edges and stuff, I always feel like I have trouble with those. So let's just cut these out while we're here. Yeah, this one, it's not so bad. I've had ones that are really like difficult for me. And maybe it's my scissors. I mean, maybe my scissors are too big, but these scissors are really sharp and I like it. I have the smaller scissors, but some of them are just not so sharp. And then the one that I use for cutting the thread, it cuts the threads off the sewing machine really good. But then for the paper, it doesn't always cut really well. So I'm always grabbing my big scissors because I just feel like they cut better. And I don't really want to go out and buy scissors just for fussy cutting, because I don't really do it too often. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I'm sure if I practiced more, it would be better. So like this one, I think I might be okay, but then when it comes to the antennas, like, I don't know, I feel like I might not know how to cut them out. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's like my confidence of fussy cutting. I feel like I'm not sure in some areas how to cut. I don't know. Does that even make sense? I'm not. Because like if I'm just following a line like I'm doing now, I'm, that's fine. I don't mind doing that. These little corners that I'm turning, I'm probably not cutting them out perfectly, but I'm okay with that too. But let's come around to these antennas here, and oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna cut up like this maybe, and then around, I don't know, and then down. Is that, I mean, I guess there's really no right or wrong. You can cut however you want to cut. I just want to make sure that it looks okay and that I'm cutting out enough and not leaving it kind of like, oh yeah, well, that's my cut. I don't know. So let's see. I'm almost finished. Okay. I mean, I don't know. Anybody that fussy cuts butterflies or things like this, is that fine to leave all that room around? I mean, I think it's okay. Yeah, it looks, no, I'm okay with that, because then I'm going to ink it, and I think once the ink goes on, all those little flaws that I think are there are going to disappear, because then the ink sort of blends any little tiny mistakes. Well, not even mistakes. It's just little areas that you thought you cut close to the edge, but you didn't. And so there's a little bit more maybe of the background sticking out. When you ink the edges, it kind of, that all seems to go away. So, all right. So how did I do this one? I went up. Okay. And then back down. Okay, and back up. Yeah, this one wasn't too bad. I think the first one, when I'm kind of like sort of figuring out where to cut, it got a little tricky, but you just practice. Practice makes perfect, I think. Am I still recording? Okay, good. I don't know, for some reason I thought it wasn't. Okay. Well, you know what? That wasn't bad at all. I'm just a little bit of a crybaby. That's it. All right, so I'm going to ink. And then we can see if we can, I'd like to put these 4 things somewhere like in the journal. I want to find some pages to put them on. And of course, off camera, as I'm kind of getting all the ephemera in and getting ready for the final walkthrough, I might find some more things that I sort of want to put in. Maybe I'll find some flowers or something, but they do have to still be like this neutral color. So that's the only hard part about that, is that the color scheme, since I'm keeping it very muted, very, a very neutral palette, I don't want to, bring in any flowers that are flowery, really, because the flowers are beautiful. They're very colorful. But if I can find some that are maybe a little more muted, then I will use those. All right, so I think that's good. Okay, dokes. So let me put these back just for a moment. This back over here. And let's find some places for these. So, no. So I'm thinking more of just randomly putting them through the journal. How about that? Like, how about, you know, something just like this here? Perfect. And there's no rhyme or reason. It's just basically to do some decoration. I wanted the journal to be a writer's journal, so that's why there's all these blank coffee dye pages. But, you know, why not just decorate some of them? That'd be okay. And that way it kind of breaks up the pages just a little bit with some fun add-on. Ouch. Oh my gosh, I just hit the camera with my head. I'm sorry. That was weird. Sorry about that. I leaned forward and I think I forgot that the camera was right above me. Okay, so that one is good. Now let's do the other one sort of in the back somewhere. Like, how about right here? And how about we just do it down here like that? That would be nice. Okay. And let's put it, there we go. Just hold it down just for a second. Okay. All right. And while we're back here, how about maybe a flower here? Yes, I think that would be nice. Okay, now I don't know if there's like a top or bottom, but I'm okay with it like this. All right, and maybe right here. How about that? Yeah, okay. So, last one. And I mean, for my final walkthrough, there might be stuff that I find. Oh wait, I said that already. Never mind. I was gonna just repeat the same thing, but then I realized I talked about that. Okay, and we'll put that one right there. Just hold that one for a second. Oh goodness. So this was fun making this journal on camera. I don't think I've ever made a journal on camera from start to finish. I've done projects for a journal, I believe, but I've never, and of course a lot of walkthroughs, but never like I did. So I do hope you enjoyed it. I tried to not make this each segment so long, but you know, I think I did a pretty good job. All right, so I think that's all for this video. We have basically the journal completed. So now all I have to do is add in the ephemera and do a final walkthrough. So I think after this, honestly, unless there's something else that I figure out that I want to create for the journal, probably after this will just be the one last walkthrough, the final flip through of this. So thank you guys so much for coming along on this little journey with me. I do hope you enjoyed it. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.